Last week, Prime Minister Humza Yousaf clearly enjoyed being on the world stage left by Prime Minister Rishi Sunak on the climate crisis. Hello, and welcome to my channel. If is your first time, please subscribe, also hit the bell so that you won't miss out in any of our update. Please do well to stay tuned till the end. But he needs to turn his attention to more mundane issues in Scotland, where the SNP has failed to deliver on the big plans he likes to tout. Taking advantage of Sunak's decision not to attend the UN General Assembly in New York, Yousaf told the city's Climate Week that Scotland could play a leading role in the fight against global warming and won. Yousaf's plan was criticised by ALBA party leader Alex Salmond. The former Prime Minister and SNP leader said, "No one seriously believes that it is credible to propose a majority of seats as a mandate for independence. Given Westminster was allowed to reject the majority of SNP seats in a simple referendum after repeated elections, why on earth would they give this as a mandate for independence negotiations?" And the leader's motion is eloquent and unfortunately silent on the democratic mechanisms that should be put in place to bend Westminster to the will of the people. He said the votes of all pro-independence parties should be taken into account in the negotiating mandate, calling for these groups to work together harmoniously. Donald Cameron, constitutional spokesman for the Scottish Conservatives, said, "Humza Yousaf has made himself clear. He is keen to push for an even more extreme version of Nicola Sturgeon's deeply unpopular de facto referendum plan. In general elections, people vote on a whole range of issues, not just what Humza Yousaf wants." Alex Cole-Hamilton, leader of the Scottish Liberal Democrats, said. Humza Yousaf and Stephen Flynn appear to have lost their minds. They had a referendum on the gold standard and lost it, but now they want to propose a crazy alternative that will allow them to lose, win a few seats and destroy the UK with a fraction of the vote. British government spokesman said it was not the right time to discuss distractions over constitutional changes. A spokesman said, "Scots want both governments to focus on the issues that matter most to them, such as growing our economy and having inflation, and improving public services. We want to engage constructively. The Scottish Government will work together to address our shared challenges, because that is exactly what Scottish families and businesses expect." Although it appears that the SNP supports Nicola Sturgeon's proposal to use the UK general election as a referendum on independence, this is not the case. His plan was that if the SNP, or possibly a group of pro-independence parties, won a majority of the vote in Scotland, this would be seen as a mandate for Scotland to leave the United Kingdom. Humza Yousaf's suggestion is different. He argues that if the SNP won the most seats in Scotland, seats would be enough to trigger negotiations between the Scottish and UK governments to achieve a democratic effect. Thank you guys for watching on to the very last end. What are your thoughts about this? Please do well to share with us your thoughts in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any of our